Welcome to my garden. It's April. I've got a mishmash of stuff going on here. The peas, collards, radishes are going to flower. We've got miscellaneous weeds that are popping up in between. Underneath all this, there's a bunch of carrots and beets and other stuff going on. What I've got is winter gardening coming out into summer. So the spring stuff I'm going to be taking out and I'm going to be replacing it with the summer crops. So I came out here to pick some collards before we go ahead and hack this area down. I'm using an intercropping method. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on at the same time, and none of these things seem to have any pests whatsoever. The only pests are my chickens that get in here occasionally and chew holes in things. If you've got a chest freezer, pack it with collards. This is the time of year. I wing seeds out here to begin with, so they grow up at different sizes. As you thin them out, they'll grow bigger. If I actually cared to thin these out and get some huge collards, I could, but the young ones are tender. And I have so much more than I need with very little work anyways. I figure why bother getting huge, gigantic, beautiful plants. There are places where some of them have come out wonderfully, but I've been picking them since February, and we have had fresh greens with every meal anytime we want them. Since I intercropped a whole bunch of stuff, as I'm doing this, I'm picking out the ones I want to select out, and I'm going to leave the beets, which aren't quite ready yet. They got a late start. And I'm going to leave the carrots to get a little bigger, and the onions. And I've thrown out some cantaloupe seeds and things like that too, so if I find any of that stuff, I'm just going to leave it alone. This will thin it out and give us some space for it. There are bits of lentils, like these, lentils and peas that are all through here. I'm going to chop these things up and use them for mulch, and they're going to add to the soil, feed the ground. Generally, I don't pull the roots out. Matter of fact, take a look at this. Can you see the little nodules on these roots? Check out the little bumps on there. See that? What you want to do when you cut your green crop down, your peas, your beans, lentils, chickpeas, whatever you've got, chop the tops off, leave the roots in the ground. They continue working, they rot, they feed the soil, and you get left with the most beautiful soil you can imagine. And as the greens rot in from the top, you feed the worms, so you get a big benefit all around. It's beautiful, and we barely got started.
Corny smile, Dave. Okay, let's take a look at some of these freeze frames. This is a red cabbage growing there. There's some chickpeas and lentils and some shepherd needle there in the center of the bottom of the screen, just growing randomly because they like to. Here we've got some more crucifers. I have no idea what the heck they are. They're probably collards or cabbages or something, but honestly, I threw so much stuff out there. Okay, here we go. Brussels sprouts. Those are two beautiful big Brussels sprouts with some others behind them there. And there's a little baby pepper kind of in the midst. And there's a closer shot of a baby pepper. You see the lentils behind it, and a lot of the little bits of shredded grassy looking stuff there, that's dropped lentils and an orange peel. And here we go. This is the mother lode. Sage, catnip, lettuces, dill, all kinds of stuff all together. Hardly any pests, and it's beautiful.